for the new week. We're up for the Dow, 80 points, down on the Nasdaq, down 64. Jeff Sica is with us, as he usually is on a Monday morning. Are we seeing the start of a pullback in AI? Are we pausing the AI rally? Seems like we are.
I think it is. I mean, if you look at last week and you look at Broadcom, Micron, and NVIDIA, they did pull back. The big question, Stuart, is going to be, what is Micron going to tell us about the future? Micron reports earnings this week. What is Micron going to tell us about the future of AI? What Micron has shown us is they have been in the shadow of NVIDIA, but they're up 60, close to 70% this year. They've made their own path. They will be able to outline what the future is going to look like for their chips and for the NVIDIA chips, because when it comes down to it, without AI, this market really doesn't have a lot to go on. If you look at taking the AI stocks out of the S&P 500, we only had about a 4 or 5% gain this year. So it is very important.
Could Micron's earnings, I think it's Wednesday afternoon, could those earnings derail the AI surge?
They could, but Stuart, I think their earnings are going to be great. What I'm more focused on is, what is the CEO going to say about the future and in terms of orders? Because keep in mind, we had some software companies like Salesforce warning that they were spending a lot of money on chips and not as much money on software. That creates a very negative dynamic for technology.
Okay, look to the debate, the CNN presidential debate Thursday night. What should investors pay attention to? Not just any old voter, but investors.
Well, I mean, if you look at the debate, both presidents have relatively good, I mean, very good results in terms of how the market's done. What I'm looking at is, number one, what is President Biden going to do about inflation? He hasn't answered that question. So after CNN asks him what flavor ice cream he likes, I hope they ask him for a definitive explanation as to what he's going to do. Number two is taxes. The Trump tax cuts, which I believe are a big catalyst for this market being where it is, they expire in 2025. What Biden is proposing, not to say he's going to get his way, will take away all incentive to invest, because capital gains tax will be so high, people may assume that it's not worth the risk.
Yeah, that's what worries me. We've all done well. A lot of people have done well in tech stocks, but if you sell them, you've got a capital gains tax. You've got to pay it.
Right, and then also, Stuart, the next one is tariffs, because President Trump is big on tariffs, and especially against China. And what we're trying to do is show how we're going to reduce inflation. How are we going to be able to put these tariffs on these countries and reduce inflation?
I wonder if CNN will ask that question. We shall see. All right, Jeff, thank you very much indeed.